this is going to be a huge book haul. These are books I've just bought in the past 4 years, so don't think that I just like went crazy and bought all these books, but they just kind of span out between the last 4 years. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start because it might be really long and you might have to grab a snack, but if not, I'm gonna try to get through all these books really quickly. So the first one I have here is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I bought this when I heard about the movie and I wanted to read it and then watch the movie. It actually wasn't similar to the movie at all, but I talked about this in my August wrap-up. If you want to go check it out, I will link it down below. And then I have The Mothers, which I had already read too. I think it was 2 years ago that I read this. Max from Well Done Books, which I would link, but I think he's not doing YouTube anymore, but he used to be on booktube, and he actually gifted me this when we met up for lunch. He was giving away, well, he was thinking of donating some books, and he asked me if I was interested in any of them, so I chose this one. And yeah, I decided to keep it. It wasn't my favorite, but maybe I would revisit it in the future sometime. And then this next one is called Traveling with Ghosts, and this one I also got maybe like 3 years ago, and it's nonfiction. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, so I'm keeping it. So this is about this woman and her husband. They go on a trip to, I think it was Thailand. I don't think it was for their honeymoon though. I'm not sure because it was a while ago that I read it, but basically he gets stung by a jellyfish and he literally dies within minutes, which is not a spoiler because it's in the first chapter or two, I think. It's kind of her journey and her going through that, and yeah, it was kind of sad, but if you're looking for a good nonfiction, I would definitely pick this up. Then I have Ghetto Side, and this one I also got a while ago. This one is just about murders in America, and it's also nonfiction. So this other one is by Jon Krakauer, and it's Where Men Win Glory. And this one I got because, of course, as you can see here, I've read Ms. Aula, I've read Into Thin Air, and Into the Wild by Jon Krakauer, and I decided to keep all 3 because I really enjoyed his writing. And basically that's the reason I got this. I honestly don't even remember what it was about. I just had to get it because I loved all his other books. So next up, this was a book I remember I got for my birthday 2 years ago from my husband, and it's Beneath a Scarlet Sky. Historical fiction. I think it was, oh, it's based on a true story too, but it's not 100% like the true story, so I got that one. And this one I also haven't seen anything about on booktube, and it's called One of Us, the Story of a Massacre in Norway and Its Aftermath. And this is also nonfiction. As you can tell, I really love nonfiction, but this one is about the bombing, and also right after the bombing that killed 8 people, this guy went and killed an additional 69 people. So I actually think, I'm pretty sure this was the largest mass killing ever in history. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one. Well, I don't know if excited is the right word, but I just like nonfiction, so here's the guys. This one is by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, I think that's how you say it, and I loved Americana, so I had to get this one. I actually am not even really sure what this one is about, but as you can see, I kept Americana and I loved it so much that I had to get everything she has written, so I had to get Half of a Yellow Sun. The next one I have here is The Nightingale, which I've heard mixed reviews about, but I had to get it because I loved Kristen Hanna's book, The Great Alone. I really enjoyed that book, and I didn't own a copy, so I wanted to buy something else that she had written. But I know this is historical fiction, and I'm not a huge fan of historical fiction, so we'll see how this goes. This next one is called Setting Free the Kites, and this one I actually saw on Girl About Library, I think is her channel, and I will link her channel down below if you want to go check her out. But she had said it was one of her favorite books, and I'm really not sure what it's about because I bought it a while ago when she talked about it, but I'm pretty sure it's about 2 teenagers and their friendship. The next one I have here is Pachinko, and I've heard a lot of great things about this book. I was actually reading a copy from the library, but I had to return it. So I just decided to buy my own copy because Book Outlet was having a huge sale, and I think I got this like 2 or 3 years ago. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one too. And then this one I also haven't seen much about on booktube, and it's called Are You Sleeping? So this one is a mix between a podcast and a psychological thriller. Inside the flap it says Serial meets Ruth Wares in a Dark Dark Wood. So I'm guessing I liked Serial, and In a Dark Dark Wood was like a nice fast-paced thriller. So I think I'll like this one. I think some parts of it are written like a podcast, so sounds like a good read. I actually might pick this up for October. Baxter's being so funny. He's like watching me haul all the books. This one's called Girls Burn Brighter, and this one takes place in India. I also have been seeing this around booktube a lot, and I saw a lot of people gave it like 4 or 5 stars that I follow, so I decided to get this one too. And then this one I got for Christmas 2 years ago, I think, and it's called What the Eyes Don't See. This is about the water crisis in Flint, Michigan, how it started, the investigation and everything. So really excited to read this. Keisha actually gave this to me, I think it was Christmas or my birthday, but I will link her channel down below if you're interested in checking her channel out. She also does booktube. The next one I have here is Fruit Baskets Volume 1, and actually Kayla from Bookadoodle sent this to me. I think it was for my birthday last year. Yeah, it's been a while, so I'm really excited to read this. I've seen it around booktube, and it just looks like a fun manga to read. The next one I have here is Dreamland, and I think this is just about being addicted to like painkillers and things like Oxycontin and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm excited for this one too. I just like nonfiction. And this next one my friend sent me, I think Destiny. She also has a YouTube channel that I'll link below. I think she was the one that sent me this one. My Brilliant Friend. This is highly recommended by people in my book club, my in-person book club, and I've heard a lot of great things about it. And Max from Well Done Books actually also talked about this, and I think he gave it 5 stars, so I'm excited for this one too. Okay, the next one I have here is The Girl with All the Gifts, and this one my friend also sent me for my birthday 2 years ago, I think it was. My brother actually has my copy back at home, and he read it, but I didn't have a copy with me, and I really wanted to read it, so I have this one and I still need to read it. The next one I have here is The Next by Nathan Hill. I've heard a lot of great things about this, and I saw it was a lot of people's favorite books. I'm really excited to read this. It's about this boy, and he hasn't talked to his mom in a long time, and then she gets involved in this, it's a crime. She committed some kind of crime, and she like makes the news, and it's supposed to politically divide the country. So yeah, I heard it was good, and I'm excited to read this one too. This one I got because I've seen the movie several times but never read the book, so I decided it was time to read the book. And then this one I got, of course, because I love The Martian. I actually buddy read it with my husband. We read it together when it first came out, and I think you can find that. I'll link the video below. I think there was a video where me and him shared the books we've read together. But yeah, I pre-ordered this because I love The Martian so much. I haven't seen good reviews about this, but I'm still gonna give it a try anyway. So this is the other book that Max gave me when we met up, and it was American War. I remember I wanted to read this, and I think it was a book of the month book, I think. But I remember I really wanted to read it, so I still am excited to read that. And then I have a few cookbooks to show you guys. This is the Vegan Instant Pot cookbook, and my friend actually sent me this, Destiny. I will link her channel below. She has a YouTube. She does a lot of vlogging. But I had just set up my Instant Pot. I had it for so many months, and I finally set it up. And this book just seems, I haven't used it yet, but it just seems like it's gonna be really good. Like, there's a bunch of vegan I'm not vegan, but I am like dairy free, so this one just has a bunch of nice recipes, and I like that it has the picture and the recipe. And then this one is not a vegan cookbook. It's the Love and Lemons cookbook. I really love this one. I got this one I think 4 years ago. The reason I like this, and the reason why it's different from other cookbooks, is that it's categorized by item. So instead of like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert. It's categorized by item. So as you can see, this is the carrots section, and then you'll find recipes that involve carrots. So this is one of my favorite cookbooks, and it has some of my favorite recipes. Let me see if I can find it. This apple radish slaw is so good. But yeah, if you're looking for a good cookbook, that one is really easy. The recipes take less than 20 minutes. And then this one I got because I watch Hot for Food, and it's basically like vegan junk food that she makes. It's called Vegan Comfort Classics, and this one also has like pictures for every recipe, and I haven't cooked anything from it, but it looks really good. And then this is actually my favorite cookbook visually, and actually the recipes that I've tried so far, I've tried like 2 or 3, have been really good, and it's called Is It Does It. And I love how this cookbook looks. Let me show you. Oh wait, let me see if I can find a page. Okay, like it has the picture and then the recipe and the font, the typography. It just looks nice. This is the alphabet soup. So this is another cookbook that I definitely recommend. And that is the haul. I think I did that pretty quickly, but I didn't talk about some of the books. So if you've read any of these books, let me know down below. I'd love to know if you love them or if you hated them, and if I should read them or not. Don't forget to click the bell so you can get notifications, because apparently people aren't getting notifications for my videos. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.